Those slowdowns.
We've got a lot going on. Let's start things off here. It looks like my maps are frozen. Okay, so you'll just have to take my word for everything going on out there. Route 22, eastbound side over by North Broad Street. There we go. We are moving. Thank you, Lauren, our wonderful weather producer. She's got it going again here for me. Route 22, eastbound side, just by North Broad Street, just past North Broad Street. Actually, we've got a couple lanes closed off for fire department activity. Delays are heading all the way back to the Garden State Parkway. If you are making your way out to the Lincoln Tunnel, some good news here. That earlier stalled box truck has been cleared from the roadway. You can see any earlier delays have cleared out as well, at least for the time being. And the New England Thruway southbound still watching construction by 18A, closing down 2 lanes. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thanks so much. 6:08. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 a.m. on this Wednesday, August 27th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at commuter alerts for you on this Wednesday, middle of the week. It's been a good week so far weather-wise, Maria.
Oh, I know when you're talking about leading up to the sort of that last summer holiday.
Yeah.
Can't be. Oh, don't cry, Michael. And we still have plenty to go, you know, and plenty of summery weekends too, I'm sure. But what a beautiful view. Looks like a postcard there from Point Pleasant Beach. That sun is up. The ocean is much calmer, so that's always a good start. Also, the wider view, you see a little disturbance touching off some showers off of Lake Ontario. That may be just enough to pop up some clouds later, but otherwise, yeah, the umbrella stays home today. We got 61 at Central Park, Newark at 62. We're down to 46 in Monticello, Sussex at 49, and right now Belmar at 56 degrees. So tons of sunshine early on, especially by noontime at 71 degrees. We're going to end right back up into the mid and upper 70s, 75, I should say 76 degrees through 3 p.m. And once the sun goes down, clear skies. It's going to be a cool start to the day tomorrow. Lots of 50s and low 60s once again. All right, 6:31 now. Let's see where those slowdowns are on this Wednesday. Good morning, Adele.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning to all of our viewers heading out the door right now in New Jersey. We're hitting some problems here on Route 22. We've got Chopper 4 live giving us a view from above here. This is on the eastbound side just past North Broad Street. We have fire department activity because of an earlier electrical fire. Now, 1 lane closed off. This is obviously a 2-lane highway, so it is causing some pretty heavy delays. They are going all the way back to the Garden State Parkway. The good news is 78 is still looking good, so that would be your best bet at this point. We'll, of course, keep you updated on that. And New England Thruway southbound, you've got construction by 18A. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much, Adele. 6:32 now, and happening today, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, along with Amtrak advisor Andy Byford, will announce plans to transform Penn Station.
New York's Gabi Acevedo was live there at Penn Station with more on, Gabi, what's going to be a right now. The sun is coming up on the west side of Manhattan, looking really nice there, Maria.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, great city skyline shot with that sunshine on the way, more of it. And today, still very comfortable, 77 degrees. Tomorrow, getting closer to 80, but still keeping an eye on that Friday rain chance. So we've got that timed out for you in an update, but also still looking gorgeous for the holiday weekend. Gotta look at beyond that, too, in the 10-day.
All right, thanks so much. Still to come.
Heading out to the rails, your J and Staten Island Railway. You've got service changes. New Jersey Transit, 20-minute delays into and out of New York Penn Station because of Amtrak signal issues. And let's head outside right now to Chopper 4, that's not Chopper 4, but that right there is the Gowanus Expressway coming up. We will take a closer, there you go. There's Chopper 4, guys, giving us a look onto 22 fire department activity eastbound by North Broad Street. Darlene, Michael, coming up. We're going to break down those delays.
Thank you, Adele. And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back. I'd like a honeydeuce right about now, Maria.
Honeydew surround.
It has fruit that's very bright.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
But boy, we have really lucked out with the weather. And if you have tickets today, you are in good shape. We've got plenty of sunshine, 71 degrees by noontime, 76 through 3 p.m. We'll still be near 70 degrees by 8 p.m. as we dip into another cool evening and overnight. It'll be a cool start tomorrow, 50s and low 60s in a lot of places. And it can, again, continued rain-free. By the time we get to Friday, we still have our eye on that next potential rainmaker. But as you can see, the totals, nothing is jumping out at you as high impact. Maybe from Long Island to Connecticut, a 1/10 of an inch, maybe a 1/4 of an inch. So high pressure is keeping us dry for the next few days. This front, this area of low pressure, maybe a little more impactful weather for parts of New England if your travels take you that way. But once this front comes on by and the tail end of it, that's where the active weather is going to be and going to stay into the weekend. So high pressure is going to be our friend again. By the time we get to Monday, maybe some clouds out of this, but so far so good. We continue to look at a straight through great holiday weekend forecast. And I have a great candidate for the Clear the Shelters campaign. We run it through August. I have to tell you, Putty just tugs at my heart. She's 7 years old. She's described as chunky, but really sweet, and she loves to play with toys. Her previous owners dropped her off at the shelter. They wanted a kitten, but Putty's 7 years old, so if you think Putty could fit into your family, look at that sweet face. Scan that QR code, find out more information about Sweet Putty and other animals that need and deserve loving homes. All right, well, we deserve a nice little break from the rough surf, right? This is a live look at Manasquan. Not seeing nearly the number of surfers like we've had the last few days. Keep in mind, moderate risk of dangerous rip currents for the Jersey Shore today and eastern Suffolk County, but overall, you can't beat the forecast. We've got 61 degrees for today, nice low humidity. Temperature-wise, getting up to about 77 today, 79 tomorrow, a few more clouds, and then, of course, just that slight chance of a rain shower here on Friday. Other than that, looking good through Monday with high temperatures in the mid and upper 70s, near 80 degrees, and even next week, looks like we are not going to see very much in the way of rain potential. All right, 6:47. Adele, what are you keeping an eye on?
We've got quite a few things going on right now. One of the areas we've been keeping a close eye on is Route 22 eastbound just past North Broad Street here in New Jersey. We've got Chopper 4 live giving us that bird's eye view here. We have fire department activity that's closing down the right lane. This is because of an earlier electrical fire. Now, this is only a 2-lane roadway, so it's obviously going to have an impact on delays. Right now, we've got a solid ride heading all the way back to about the Garden State Parkway. Stick to 78 instead. We'll let you know when that all clears out. New England Thruway southbound, couple lanes closed off here. 18A to 16 for construction. Route 1 or the Hutch would be your way around it. That earlier crash on the Bruckner has cleared out. And if you are heading out to your rails right now, Jay and Staten Island Railway, you've got service changes and New Jersey Transit 45-minute delays in and out of New York Penn Station because of signal issues. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thank you very much. 6:49 right now.
Everybody, thank you for streaming with us. It's Wednesday morning, August 27th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is tracking our roads and rails. And storm before us, Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. Seems like a really nice day.
Another really nice day. Yes, we continue the streak for sure. It's low humidity, comfortably cool out there right now. And yes, even the ocean is calming down a bit. We still have moderate risk of dangerous rip currents for the Jersey Shore. That was Point Pleasant Beach out there this morning. Freehold at 52, 63 in Islip, 61 at Central Park, 53 in Poughkeepsie, 49 this morning in Sussex. So cool to start, nice and pleasant for the afternoon. 71 degrees by noontime, on our way up to 77. May see a few clouds from time to time, a lot like yesterday, but your umbrella stays home, nice and dry. Even clear and cool heading into tonight. Once again, dipping into the upper 50s and low 60s in the city. All right, let's get an update on the commute so far this morning. Delays, slowdowns, workarounds. Adele, what's the latest?
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a little extra time maneuvering around it all. Right now, let's start things off here with our rails. It's a lot to process. Your Jay and Staten Island Railway, you've got some service changes. Staten Island Railway, you're actually going to have some adjustments to a certain train schedule, so you're going to need to take another look at those timetables. And the New Jersey Transit, you've got 45-minute delays into and out of New York Penn Station. This is because of Amtrak signal issues. We will, of course, keep you updated on that. Alternate side is also in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you. All right, on this one, checking in with Maria, looking at the middle of the week weather.
Yeah, today is one of those days where it's beautiful start to finish. From New Brunswick at 56 this morning, Brighton Beach in the low 60s. You can see by 5 p.m. from Yonkers, Norwalk, and Hempstead in the mid 70s. No big heat in the forecast, but I'll fine tune that weekend weather as well as we head into the Labor Day holiday in the 10-day.
Thank you. And still to come, protecting your kids' private.
And if you're making your way onto the roads here, fire department activity in New Jersey, Route 22 eastbound, just past North Broad Street. You've got one lane closed off. Coming up in a few minutes, we've got an update for you on all those rail issues. But let's take a live look outside right now onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. We've got delays westbound into the Bronx River Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
Students in Stamford, Connecticut are heading back to school.
But students in Hartford, they've already returned to class.
All right, and now to a warning. Before posting your child's back to school photos, because of the information those pictures could inadvertently reveal to strangers online.
Jay Norkside Siegel spoke to an expert in New Jersey about how these innocent posts really could put your cybersecurity at risk.
Appreciate all those good tips, though.
Absolutely good tips for people going back to school. Maria, so you're looking at the temperatures because now we're like in the cooler phase.
We're in the cooler phase, yeah. We think back at the last couple weeks, it hasn't been too bad of an end of summer, right? As we're kind of winding down. We had a really hot week of summer this month where we were at 90 plus for several days in a row, or at least it feels like temperatures. And then since then, it's been more days below average. And it does look like we'll get close to or below average to finish out the month. So as we get into next week, where kind of everybody's back to work and school, we'll continue that trend where we don't see any big time heat. Now, as far as rainfall, we're definitely getting to that point where we could start using some rainfall. But when you tie it together with the forecast for a holiday weekend, you can't be too mad that it's actually going to be great to be out and about, barbecue, shopping, whatever you've got planned. We are still watching this cold front approach by Friday. So it will be enough for a few more clouds, touch off a shower or two. I think maybe a little more impactful weather for parts of New England. The tail end of it, we have an area of low pressure developing. That'll definitely be impacting if your travels take you across parts of the southeast, from Atlanta to Charleston, even the Outer Banks, as we get in through the good chunk of the weekend. By the time we get to Monday, it does look like this stays off the coast. So we're going to keep it dry, maybe catch some of the clouds from it, but that is looking like it may be just about it. Now, as far as rain totals, by the time we get to Friday, you can kind of see it painted that way too. Not much out there, and you can see maybe half an inch, I should say a quarter of an inch at most for Long Island and Connecticut as we see it right now. So again, the forecast as a whole, you can't beat it. Saturday, Sunday into Monday, mid and upper 70s, some sun, some clouds, and low humidity. Just a reminder, while the ocean is calming down quite a bit today, we do have moderate risk of rip currents for the Jersey Shore and eastern Suffolk County. Still continue, of course, to pay attention to the flags and the lifeguards. We have beautiful weather to head to the beach or stay in the city or whatever you've got going today. Blue skies now, 71 degrees by noontime, on our way up to about 77 today. We'll still be near 70 degrees at 8 p.m. It will be a cool start to the day tomorrow. So upper 50s and low 60s, a couple 40s north and west. That's what we'll start off as. And then as we get into the weekend with dry conditions, overnight low temperatures, again, a few cool mornings in the 50s. Starting next week, that first full week of September, not bad. Highs near 80 with overnight lows in the 60s and looking pretty dry. All right, Adele, looking at some delays and slowdowns. What's the latest?
Yes, delays, slowdowns, a mix of it all. It's not going to be easy getting around right now. Your EFJ and Staten Island Railway, you've got delays and service changes. New Jersey Transit, 45-minute delays into and out of New York Penn Station. This is because of signal issues with Amtrak. New Jersey Transit will be cross-honoring. Obviously, we'll continue to keep you updated on that. PATH trains, as a heads up, specifically Hoboken PATH Station, will be closed starting 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, August 28th to 5 a.m. Tuesday, September 2nd for necessary construction. LIRR, your Port Washington branch, will be giving you extra trains, though, to Metz Willets Point. That's to accommodate anyone heading out to the U.S. Open. Speaking of the U.S. Open, if you are planning to catch any of the matches, you can definitely expect to see extra delays on the Grand Central Parkway, Whitestone Expressway, Northern Boulevard. Best bet is to stick to mass transit instead. And as a reminder, we do have that long-term construction project at the George inbound upper level. We'll have 3 lanes closed off through the overnight with alternate side parking rules in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much. Well,